Alright guys, so I apologize in advance. This has to be one straight recording through, and this video is about 12 minutes long, so if I stutter, bear with me. This is probably day one of maybe two, and maybe one of four different variations I probably plan on recording. And this one is going to have a little bit of everything. A little bit of practical strength, focusing in like grappling base, shoulder stamina for obviously your striking, and here we go. First things up, we're gonna warm up. We're gonna warm up our rotator cuff and our lats a lot right now, just because that is the primary area we're going to be using for today's workout. And here's a angle. So what we're doing right here is our wingspans are a little bit longer than the rope is, so we have a little tension on the rope here, and we're just coming up and over. There should be a burn in about the area relating to your armpit, like the little pocket right there, and like the tissue connecting your upper chest to your front deltoid. That will be like your rotator cuff. So after these, we're moving on here, taking that wristband, getting it about arm level right here, and what I'm going to imagine doing is pulling it, but I'm using my hand right here to kind of show, like, to keep the support. I'm going to imagine arm wrestling. Like, I'm not trying to muscle it over with anything other than that inside rotator cuff. I mean, that's what it looks like. So here we're going to bang away these, probably do about 15 to 30 of these. The warm-up is real loose. It's just what feels good. Here's the opposite side. You'll know that you're ready and warmed up just by how you feel. After that, we're taking our rope up here, attaching it to something high up, because we're going to bend over and stretch our lats. Your lats, I'm pretty sure everyone knows where they are, but if you don't, they're the muscle like almost under your shoulder blade, running wide and thick in your back, and they help for pulling and like pull-ups. So here you can see I'm doing a kind of row to engage them, and then I'm going to do a kind of face pull, just a little light one to warm up my rear delts. And right here I'm coming back to this kind of forward stretch, just kind of alternating between all the movements. You can see right here I grab my lat, just kind of show you where you might feel some tension. That's good, just kind of work that out. Get a little bit of these rows in, get a little bit of these face pulls in. And it's about here that I believe we should be pretty thoroughly warmed up. So yeah, we're jumping right into incline press, and this is one of the few warm-up sets we're gonna do. I got some warm-up weight right here. I'm adjusting the seat height, making sure the bar and my thumbs are at nipple height, and then I'm letting them fly. For these, you're gonna keep the rep range 6 to 8. If you can't do 6, it's going too heavy. If you can do more than 8, then you're going too light. So you can see right here, I think I get to either 6 or 7, pause, and right about here's where I start failing, and that's good. You want to reach mechanical failure. Bang on some partials, because what I want you guys to do right here is really build some muscle. I don't want you guys to worry too much about toning and keeping the muscle tight. But I heard that you should spam a bunch of lightweight reps. That's not what we're doing here. This is purely like to build strength. And for all you guys who are like in relative close shape, this will get you a nice physique anyway. So here, getting some water. Make sure to stay hydrated, guys. And then going immediately. Oh, so since we're doing these, we're only doing 2 sets. Here's the partials. So yeah, 2 sets. Make them strong, make them clean. Right here you can see Michael up the weight, because if you haven't played around with your rep ranges yet and found like that sweet spot of 6 to 8, you might need to a little, just to find where you do best for the weight. And you can see right here he's getting his partials in, and that's cool. The first set he underestimated himself, he could do more, and right there we found his sweet spot. Next, we're going to jump directly into some slightly forward leaned in dips to hit our lower chest and our triceps. These are going to help build pushing and punching power. Obviously, there's a lot of pushing when it comes to grappling, pushing yourself up off the mat if someone's on top of you, pushing someone off of you. So this will build that kind of explosive power. And we're doing the same thing here, fellas. Banging out partials, 6 to 8 reps, 2 sets. Nothing more than that. We're just trying to build muscle. We're not trying to be here for 2 hours trying to make ourselves look like Arnold. That's not what this workout is. So we were going to go to pec deck. I'll show you that after, but that was taken, so we moved into rows. Usually right here, I would use wraps to kind of help lift a heavier weight, but I want you guys to keep away from wraps on these, just because I want you guys to build your grip strength. I'm imagining pulling my partner in. So our first set, we're going to start off single arm, and you're going to imagine just kind of snapping an arm. Or like not snapping an arm, but snapping an arm to you with wrist control. That's what we're doing here. And if you have a partner, this is good because you do one side at a time. 6 to 8 reps for everything, guys. 6 to 8 reps and 2 sets for every exercise we got going on here. Except for maybe some of the other little ones, and I'll explain those in a bit. And for our second set here, we're going to two-handed. That's pretty much all there is for these rows. And here we are jumping into pec deck. You come over. I like to help myself set up the weight for my first opening swing by pulling it in, as you can see. And I got a nice comfortable weight right here, 6 to 8 rep range again. And you're just imagining bear hugging someone. These shouldn't feel too bad if you've got decent rotator cuff health. That's why we warmed them up in the beginning. But if not, don't worry. Take it light. As you can see right here, these are drop sets. So 2 sets, but drop sets. So what I did is I kind of came down to about half the weight I was lifting originally. You can see Michael do the same right here. He's banging away his first set, immediately drops it to about half of what that was, hits another set. This one, I do want you guys to experience a little bit of muscle fatigue on, right? Not just failure. Because I want you to build endurance and stamina in your arms. I want your body to be forced to give that blood flow to your muscles and get your oxygen levels up. So again, here is the final set. And then moving on to landmines. Right here, I was feeling bold. I threw on a 25. You're going to see in a little bit that I'm going to really regret that. So landmines, you're going to get in your ortho position. You're going to basically just throw 2. And then you switch to Southie and you throw 2. I think I did about 8. Right here, Michael's doing his set because we did total, I think 3 sets. I took the weight off because, yeah, I wasn't even really feeling it that well. You can see right here, Michael's got really good form. He's flicking his foot out as he's throwing his 2, guys. And he's switching stance. So you do both stances back to back. It's not like the rows where you do one arm, let your partner do the other arm, and then you do your other arm, and then you let your partner do that same arm. These I want you to bang out both sides right next to each other. So after we did our 3 sets here, I think I was kind of clubbing in around 20 number 2s per side. We're going to come over and start hooking. So as you can see, I grabbed the bar right at the very end, and we're hooking. Also keeping that footwork in, and this one we will switch sides. So we're doing 4 total sets of these, about 21 counts each side. So 1, 2, 3, right there. And we are switching sides. So right here, see him in Southie, and then Michael in Southie. And we both hit each side twice. And to almost wrap it up, we're coming over here to skis, and we are just letting it rip, man. As you can see right here, I kind of enter a little flow where I throw my arms up wide. These, there's really no way to do them wrong. As long as you're doing them, you should feel the burn in your shoulder like crazy. You're going to feel it in your legs a little. As you can see, I started off a little quicker than I got to at the middle. I started burning out. I was waiting for that 25 cal to come. These you're going to do, each person's going to do 2. So if you're by yourself, you just do 2 and then call it. And if you're with a partner, you work up to 25 calories. Let them go, do another 25 cals of their own. Sorry guys, my phone interrupted me and I refuse to retake this whole thing. So yeah, as I was saying, 25 cals each. Here you can see I'm starting off really strong, really trying to get ahead on those first opening 10 cals, and then you can see I start fading real hard. It's about here that we realized I had the resistance all the way maxed out on 10. I dropped it to about a 6, 7 right there, and that was not on purpose. And you can see right here, you know, really working your cardio. Look at Michael getting his footwork in. Hallelujah. Not like me though. I'm laying down for this one, man. This is taking a lot out of me. And if you're doing this in tandem, at the end of it, you'll total have 100 calories. So 50 each with 25 breakups. And right here I'm telling Michael, like, you can really start to feel it in your tricep towards the end, and that is good. It'll keep it nice and tight. For our warm down / ending, we're moving on to some battle ropes. Right here I'm showing we're gonna do 20 seconds light, 10 seconds hard, 30 seconds straight. So here are my opening 20 seconds, and then we got our last 10 seconds right here. And then immediately switch to Michael. We're doing 3 rounds each. So Michael's first 20, and then his last 10. Really driving it home hard on these. Then again, first 20. Last 10. First 20. Last 10. And this should be number 3. First 20. Last 10. So for 30 seconds total, you're on. Just really letting it fly there for the last 10 seconds of it. And that brings us to a finish, guys. If you survived, congratulations. Bang this one out. It'll keep you nice and strong and get you ready for the meetup. Thank you.